I don't know why I like it. I just always have. This is where I first became addicted. I'd spend countless hours planted in front of the TV, mesmerized by these images of these strong guys taking matters into their own hands. Watching. Fantasizing. 30 years later, I'm a screenwriter with a wife and 2 kids. I still watch wrestling. I just don't tell a lot of people about it. Can you blame me?
Can you imagine the level of a mind that watches wrestling? Huh?
I don't care. I love the pageantry, the athleticism, even the incredibly cheesy acting. I look at wrestling as theater at its most base. And guess what? So do most of the fans. We know what's going on. Is it sport? Is it entertainment? It's both. It's, wrestling. Now let's get something straight. I know wrestling is a show, but it's not as fake as you think. Of course, the winners of the matches are predetermined, and the violence is choreographed. However, the result of the violence is very real. All these years watching wrestling, one thought still swirls in my mind. What sort of human being bashes another man's skull into a ring post for a living? Who are these guys? So I got out of my chair and decided to find out. I figured, why not start at the top? The World Wrestling Federation.
World Wrestling Federation. One moment. World Wrestling Federation. One moment. World Wrestling Federation. One moment.
The WWF is big. How big? They're worth close to $1 billion. That's more than the New York Knicks, Rangers, and Mets combined.
World Wrestling Federation. One moment. World Wrestling Federation. World Wrestling Federation.
This empire has been ruled by one family for 4 generations, the McMahon family. Its current jefe, Vince McMahon. When Vince bought the WWF from his father, overnight he changed wrestling from a regional business to an international phenomenon.
Some of our success stories, a certain amount of respect comes with that. But hopefully that simply will only be used as an entree to encourage someone's interest to then find out what we're really about. We make movies. We're gonna shoot this straight down this way?
Right, yeah. He's gonna walk forward and they're gonna back right up.
Oh, you're not dancing.
I know. I'm strutting. That was my strut.
You see the cable behind him? You see the cable behind him? No, I want a nice clean shot.
Like an old-time studio, Vince has writers.
That's it, Tom Cool and Collective. And by the time you have that out, he or she comes. And it's that simple. Okay? And that's where she does a number on you, and I guess it's going to be the back, right? And just really, really, really sell the back. Sell the back to the point that we don't think you're going to be able to compete.
Vince has in-house composers.
It's, he walks like this, so the theme's got to reflect that.
The man they call Vader!
He even has wardrobe designers. The way I see it, the critics have it all wrong. The WWF isn't about fighting. It's about spectacle.
I could care less who wins. I could care less who loses. As long as we got an ass over 18 inches, I'm a happy man.
Oh yeah, they have wrestlers too. Because without them, it would be hard to move the merchandise.
Reports from retail, we are still one of the top 2 selling licenses. It's us and South Park fighting it out almost head-to-head at every retailer right now.
Way to go. Way to go.
There's a direct similarity between WWF and the Muppets. Family-owned company, the whole business based in performance and characters with real human beings playing characters. In our case, they just don't have to be using puppets.
It's going to have motion detector eyes.
To keep the merchandise fresh, they're always creating new stars.
Sounds good, thank you.
Make yourself comfortable, though.
Okay, thank you.
The day I was there, they were beginning a push for Droz. From an upper-class background, Darren Drozdoff was an unlikely candidate. A former Denver Bronco, his career was undistinguished. However, he did have one particular talent.
Now you puke!
In this, Vince saw a potential superstar.
Sorry again for keeping you.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Have a seat.
Darren, what's up? How's it going?
Quite frankly, what we've come up with is, since you are able to regurgitate, on command, it just seems to me that it's pretty logical that you should be puke.
Okay.
Puke has a nice connotation to it. It's like you got animal, you got hawk, you got puke. And it shouldn't be just plain puke, it should be puke, So after you've regurgitated on one of your opponents or on the referee itself, then, of course, the ring announcer would, then say your name.
Okay.
And then again, it's like, since you've got the fundamentals and so forth, and I think you're ready to go with it, I think that, puke is good. I think puke is nice.
See, I've never heard that. That's great.
No, that's right.
Everybody always gives me stuff about it. That's good.
No, it fits the WWF attitude.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
You think you're ready for it?
Ready to roll with it.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I've got one thing I want you to do for me, okay? And that's going to be right back over here.
Oh, no. I've been waiting for this. Okay, I guess.
Okay.
You want
a little coffee or what? Huh?
Oh, God.
Huh?
I think I'll be good.
Some more?
Huh? Try not to get it on the rest of my table here.
I don't
Huh?
do that.
Can you do that? Huh? You going to get sick?
That's a possibility.
Huh? Oh. Huh? Oh my God! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke!
That's it. Oh man. Hi, Mama. It's me. Oh, it went well. You'll be real proud of me, Mama. I'm now known as Puke.
But what if you weren't born with the skill of projectile vomiting? How do you become a wrestler? The same way you become a doctor.
Yeah, right?
You go to school.
That's a good name.
Thank you for calling Pacific Coast Sports, home of all pro wrestling, Jim Moore's, and the APW Boot Camp, the #1 pro wrestling training camp in the country.
So I went to All Pro Wrestling, school and independent promotion in Haywood, California. Most wrestling schools are run by wrestlers. This one is run by an accountant, Roland Alexander.
I don't guarantee them anything except an education in pro wrestling and make a better person out of them, improve their character. We try to run APW more like a family thing. I don't want steroids. I mean, if our guys don't have bodies, they don't have bodies. That's it.
Roland has had some success. 2 of his graduates have gone on to sign with the WWF.
Very good, very good.
Hi, can I help you?
I'm looking for Roland Alexander.
That's me. Your name?
I do. I'm Ben Siegel.
Ben Siegel, good to meet you.
I'm going to tell you something that you might not like. There's no money in pro wrestling on the independent level. I mean, you're going to make anywhere from $25 to maybe, $100 a quarter. Sometimes if you're real good, you can make as much as $300 wrestling for an independent promotion. But really, where the big money is with the major leagues. And not that our product isn't major league. You can't tell our fans that. You can't tell our wrestlers that. But we're really a minor league feeding system. The WWF, WCW, and ECW. Are you aware of the proper way of eating is? Like, are you conscious of looking at labels in the back of labels and looking at fat content? And
yeah.
Stay away from the Jack in the Boxes. And I don't care if you got good credit, bad credit, no credit. Everybody applies. We have a rule around here. You don't pay, you don't play.